Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryn here with Hearthstone Real Estate in Eugene, Oregon. On this channel, I talk all about the Eugene area and give you some real estate tips along the way. I've been on YouTube for a few years now, and I get a lot of calls from folks who are thinking about relocating to the area. A lot of times they just want to call and pick my brain about Eugene and kind of decide if it's the right place for them. But other times they are adamant that they are ready to go and start looking at homes. So I wanted to provide a list of items that you should consider before reaching out to a real estate agent, or at the very least, requesting for them to start showing you properties. Now, let me first preface this by saying that the earlier you reach out to a real estate agent, the better. So if you find one online or if you've been referred to somebody, it's great to reach out to them to introduce yourself and to kind of just connect and see if it's a good fit. It's your time to ask them questions about the way that they work and to see if they have any tips for you as far as the home search process goes for later on. I believe that reaching out to them early is actually a great idea. I don't want you to think that I'm deterring you from doing that because I think you absolutely should. It's a good chance for you to share your goals and objectives and to talk through what your timeline looks like and figure out what the ideal plan is for you and your specific situation. They can also set you up on a property search so that you can start checking out homes in the area and get a better feel for what you might like once you're ready to go. So how do you know that you're ready to go start looking at homes in the area? Number one, be sure that you actually want to live in the area where you're searching. Have you been to that town before? Have you driven around and gotten a better feel for the different areas and neighborhoods? Have you connected with a certain part of town that feels like home? That's going to be your first step. Cruising around looking at homes in 20 different areas won't necessarily be the best use of your time. Make sure you spend time in those areas, drive around, and really get a feel for the potential places that you'll want to settle down. If you're able to travel to the town and stay in an Airbnb in that neighborhood, even better. You get to kind of try it on for size. The second thing to think about is, do you need to sell your home first? If you need to sell your home in order to pay cash or make that big down payment towards your next home, it's really not worth checking out homes before you do that. At the very least, you really need to get your home in the market. If you start looking at homes too soon, you might find a home that you want to make an offer on, and the chance that that seller will accept an offer that's contingent on not only your home selling, but going on the market is pretty slim. The real estate market is definitely balancing out a little bit, but you still want to put your best foot forward when making offers, and not even having your home ready to go on the market probably isn't it. Now, the third item is along that same vein. Do you need to save enough money for a down payment or to pay cash? If so, what is that total dollar amount? And how long do you think it'll take you? If you're getting close, like within a couple of months, sure, go ahead and start looking at those homes. But if you've got a ways to go, it's not worth it. Are you currently renting? When is your lease up? How much might it cost to break that lease? If it's not going to be a significant amount to break the lease and you're all ready to go ahead and start looking at homes. You've got nothing to lose. But if you're going to be out a big wad of cash by breaking that lease early, looking early on probably won't be worth it. Have you nailed down your budget with a pro? Yep, I'm talking about being pre-approved. You need to call a mortgage lender. You need to talk through your numbers. They need to pull your credit. You need to see what interest rates are in order to move forward. It can be tough because if you make great money, you can assume that you'll qualify no problem. But the challenge is yeah, maybe you'll qualify, but do you want that hefty payment? Let's face it, rates are changing. They're going up and down. So your payment could be a lot higher than you think. It's definitely worth talking to a professional to get a real idea of what you want that monthly number to be. You might qualify for $800,000, but with current interest rates, you may not want to go above $600,000. So why start looking at those $800,000 homes? You need to be prepared and ready to go and feel truly comfortable with that payment before you start checking out places in person. So here's some additional food for thought. Now, I know that you may not care. This isn't about the seller. This is about you. But especially if you have a home to sell, put yourself in that seller's position. When you go out to look at homes without actually being ready, and when I say ready, I mean ready to make an offer that day or soon thereafter, you're putting everyone out, right? You're potentially wasting your own time, the real estate agent that you're working with, and above all else, the sellers. So when you put your home on the market and you have someone that wants to see your home, you get really excited, right? You start corralling the kids, the pets, you make sure everything's clean. You might even bake some cookies to make sure the place smells good. And then you pack everyone up and take off so that someone can come check out your house. And how do you think that seller feels when they're looking at the Ring doorbell footage later and hear you talking about, gosh, I really love this house. I hope it's still available when I'm ready to go in 6 months. You know that you've truly just wasted your time, and that can be really frustrating. So it's just something to think about. You may not care, but look at things from their angle. Now, one thing you can do if you're adamant about looking at the inside of homes before you're truly ready, go check out the open houses. That's what they're there for. They're literally open to the public for anyone to check out. The sellers are already out of the house. The listing agent is there to answer questions if you have any, even though you're not ready to buy a house. You're not wasting anyone else's time. You can truly just go in and cruise around and check it out. Again, I kind of question that whole approach, but if you're adamant about checking out homes before you're ready, that's one way to do it. I hope this has given you some items to consider before moving forward in your home search. And I'd love to hear from you. You can call, text, or leave a comment down below. I work hard to stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me for my next video. Thanks so much for watching.